Hello, vinyl community on YouTube. Frank here, aka Mr. 666 Calls, back with my new picks for the week. Not much, but I have a few very interesting stuff that I got this past week. Without further ado, this is actually what you guys are listening to in the background. These are the pioneers of thrash metal from Montreal. And without further ado, this is Voivod. It's a reissue. It's their first release from 1984. It's War and Pain. It's a reissue on War on Music. It was actually released in 1984 on Metal Blade. This is a beautiful reissue. It's a single 180 gram vinyl. This is the insert. This is the Voivod logo. And there's a beautiful insert inside. I've seen them, at their beginning at the Fofone Electric here in Montreal, which was a punk and hard rock bar. It still is, it's like a concert hall now. And all the lyrics and original artwork by Langevin Away, which is one of the members from the band here. And some Ephraim Manouk from Godspeed You Black Emperor. This is a solo effort and it's called High Gospel. And this is like the first print actually comes with a CD version. This sounds amazing. It's like it's a very it's in the same vein as Godspeed, but it's more, there's a use of choir, it's more mellow, but it's an amazing album. And like I said, there's a few inserts. On the inside, this is on Constellation Records. There's artwork. I think the CD is in my car, so this is the vinyl. Just white label vinyl. And now again to some more trash from Portland. Toxic Holocaust. This is a one-man band. Yeah, now I think he joined with some musicians, but he does everything. It's what's his name? Joel Grind. Yeah, sorry. This is their fourth release. The guy writes everything, all the music and everything, and it's an amazing trash death album. So and now to some progressive death metal. This is Amorphous' first release. This is a reissue on 180 gram vinyl, and it's a limited edition with white and blue vinyl. So this is Tales from the Thousand Lakes. It's a gatefold. It sounds amazing, and it's one of their best releases. I showed like a CD 1 or 2 weeks ago, their latest release. So as you can see, this one is on white. It's the color of the Finland's flag. This here is the blue vinyl, which has a little mixture of black in it. It's like marble vinyl, which is pretty cool and sounds amazing, by the way. Also, if you're into like death metal progressive, it sounds great. And now to some new stuff that I picked up, you know, like in the $1 and $2 range, you know, some at some thrift stores and some at my record store, because they're making space in the bins, so they put a lot of stuff back, you know, like for sale at a lower price. So, you know, this is Red Rider. This is an AOR band from Canada. This is was released in 1983. It's their third release. The only known musician is Tom Cochrane, that in the 90s, you know, became a solo artist, which is mostly known. But this sounds pretty good, actually. I really enjoyed it. And now to some more AOR with touches of new waves. It's Strange Advance. This is their first release. A lot of synth. It was released in 1983 also. This is Prism. This is their second release. It's See Forever Eyes. And some Chameleons UK. This is Crypt of the Bridge. This is their first release. Some dream pop mixtures with rock. It's very atmospheric. It sounds amazing. And a little while back I got a package from Australia from Fred, which sent me the second album from the band called The Church. Actually found their first release, and it's called Of Skins and Art. The cover sleeve, it's not the same as the Australian release. The Australian release, it's like a heart, very badly drawn, you know, it's very simple. I actually like this cover sleeve much better. So this sounds, again, it's some new wave pop rock. And now to some blues rock, ZZ Top Diguelo. This is their 79 release. This is their comeback album after, like, I think they took like a hiatus, so this is their release after that. And one of my favorite bands, The Cult. This is actually their first release. It's called Dreamtime. It was released in 1984, and this is a first press that actually came with a second vinyl, which is a live set. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, at the Lyceum in 1984. So pretty psyched about that. It's not their best work, you know, like still my favorite, it's Electric, Sonic Temple and Love, but this is pretty cool. I'm actually very happy to have this. And now to some Joe Perry, his first solo project, Let the Music Do the Talking, which was released in 1980. Now to some new wave punk, Blondie, Eat to the Beat. It's their fourth release. Now to some, this is like one of, this guy's been, his career has been over 50 years, you know, for 5 decades. He started out as a psychedelic rock, then became more like, he went into folk, then to some, you know, like rock. And this is Robert Charlebois, Longue Distance. That's his 11th release. This was released in 1976. And this is again Robert Charlebois. The title of the album is AKA Fu Manchu. So it's like pretty good old psychedelic rock in French with French lyrics though. And now to some New Wave, Ecstasy, drums and wires. This is their third release. Now to some French-Canadian prog. This is Manège, Libre Service. This is their 7th album. This is after a 13-year hiatus that they went. So it's, by critics, it's was like a bomb, but I actually really enjoyed this. You know, it's like it still sounds pretty good to me. And now to some Rolling Stones, my second album by them. This is Emotional Rescue. It's their 20th some release. Now some Ian Hunter. You're Never Alone with a Schizophrenic. That's his 5th release from Mud the Hoople fame. Now to some Heartland Prog, Kansas, their 2nd release. This is titled Song for America. It's one of their most proggish albums. Now to some more prog, it's Lake, their 1st release. Now to some glam metal. This was released in '88. Britney Fox, their 1st self-titled album, and their best one. And you guys can believe it or not, this is Bob Dylan. This is my first Bob Dylan, Slow Train Coming. I've been looking at that box set, you know, that they released with his 8 first albums. I'm looking at that box set, can't wait to get it. Probably around Christmas, so probably I'll get myself a little present there. And my last pick, it's Moog, Claude Deja, and the Moog synthesizer. I think Fred showed it like in one of his videos. It's pretty cheesy, you know, it's like, and Sugar Sugar, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, Lay Lady Lay, Proud Mary, Nights in White Satin, you know, all done on the Moog synthesizer. So it's very cheesy, but hey, what the hell, you know, for a buck, couldn't complain, you know. And now to some few CDs that I got. This is Flesh God Apocalypse. Actually got to see them live last Wednesday at the Summer Slaughter with Black Dahlia and Whitechapel. Was an amazing death metal band from Italy, and this is their 3rd release. It's called The Agony, and it's they actually use synthesizers for the first time. It's very melodic at times. It's an amazing death metal album. And now to some power metal, very melodic. Power Wolf, Blood of the Saints. This is released on Metal Blade. And this one was on Nuclear Blast. This is like, sounds amazing. Now to some trash / deathcore, Malefice, and Awaken the Tides. This is on Metal Blade also. It's a very good album, you know, it's like it's really out there. And the only magazine that I got this week, it's the latest Terrorizer, with a big interview with Tom J. Warrior from Celtic Frost and Hellhammer. This is an amazing, you know, like if you're into that, it's like glossy paper, reviews, interviews, and it's like, wow, it's one of the best magazines for death metal and thrash out there. And as usual, it comes with a demo CD. Always, this one has 17 songs. It's over 1 hour long. It's amazing for the price. Can get any better than that. Okay guys, keep the vinyl spinning and rock on. See you soon.